Hello traders, welcome to today's Bitcoin crypto legacy market update. Once again, it is a faceless stream video today. I do not have the webcam because again, I'm having to find another quiet space in order to record this video for you guys. Hopefully things will be sorted and resolved very soon. But yeah, in the meantime, we just have to settle for this for maybe the next week or so, and then things will return to normal proceedings with the stream setup and more content and more everything, which I am very much looking forward to. But anyway, yeah, let's go over the charts once again. So first of all, if you are new to this channel, then welcome. Please do go and check out tauruscrypto.com, which is in the description below, and also it's just tauruscrypto.com, so it's quite easy to remember. Within this, you can find out more about our community. You can join our Discord from here. You can also learn more about the live trading rooms that we do, the educational content we provide, playbook strategies, the setups that we're sharing on a daily basis, and you can join the crew if you wish to do so. It'll be a fantastic investment in yourself, and it will be, it's a really great community, trading alongside professional traders, and hey, we're pretty profitable. We know what we're talking about. So if you have been struggling with the charts, or if you're looking to maybe improve certain aspects of your trading this year, or even if you're just getting into trading this year, then yeah, do consider joining us, and it would be a pleasure to have you. Anyway, yeah, a little bit of what we've been talking about over the past couple of days and stuff. I can actually pull up the Discord here as well, just before we get into the main analysis. So there's a few trades that we took yesterday. Okay, we were looking at a short on Sol, which I am still in. A short on Nia, which has had some complications, but again, I'm still in. However, probably you're just going to close out of this one now. And also took a short on Bitcoin. Here we go. Previous week high taken, FOMC minutes in a couple of minutes. Looking to short if we get a spike up on release. Caught the SFP. Just want to take it into the daily point of control and VWAP as a scalp, and then we came down into that daily point of control VWAP area. And this was something that I did record live. So once we did that, I just uploaded the video. Again, here you can kind of see this is it happening in real time. You can't really see it from there, but hey, look, it's pushing up. This is where I took the short position, and then added that to the journal, which is what we're tracking at the moment. In addition to this, we do of course have P, who is tracking his journal, managed to double his account, so his account is now started off at $600, is now at $1,214, so congratulations to him. And there's a few other journals on the go here in the trading chat, so if you do want to follow along with any of those, myself, the coaches, Ps, other members of the community, we've got some fantastic traders in the crew there, and we're constantly trading the charts, and you'll be sure that we never miss a move. Like even Luxury this morning trading even the tiny little moves off of this, which have been Bitcoin's been very boring, but there's still stuff to trade out there. Anyway, yes, to the charts. So this was the FOMC SFP from yesterday, and I only took it down into the VWAP, like I said. So if we put the VWAP onto here, where the session VWAP was, this is actually where I did close it. But I was looking for the VWAP and the daily point of control at that time. So you could see here, this zone was where I was looking to trade that into. I didn't hold it for all of this like further downside that we had overnight. Just continued, just went flat then. That was like my trading day done. But that was a really nice trade. So we had a move of like, what was that? For myself, 0.85%. If you held the move down over 1%. So in the current conditions, that's actually pretty good, right? But I think overall, I actually still feel that there's more upside to come. So I'm not feeling like, I mean, it was a non-event. We knew it would be a non-event yesterday, and we knew it would be internal. Like we didn't even take the liquidity at the lows. And this is what we talk about so often. Like, yes, we've been grinding up, we've been TWAPing up into that previous week high. That was where we wanted to take a short anyway. But be aware, like, the likelihood is it's going to be internal. We're remaining in this uptrend for now, and things are still looking relatively decent. So I am still looking for further upside from this. What we have here is a series of stops, or a few pockets of liquidity. So we've got highs here, 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 here. And if we can start to bring in a little bit of volume, I do still see a push up towards that 17.4, 17.5, 17.600 region as being a fairly decent probability trade. So yeah, still staying with a bias for long positions until anything changes with the current structure we're in. So for me, realistically, that would be losing the weekly open, and at that stage you're going to be testing into that yearly, and then it's almost inevitable that you'll come down to those previous week lows, previous month lows, and then down into the 16k, which is the target for any shorts that we wanted to take. But for now, yeah, still looking for more upside. We are in this local uptrend, and I guess draw a little trend line, do whatever you want. Look, we're going up. Yeah, okay. This actually probably fits quite nicely into a channel if you want to do the proper newbie TA. Oh my god, look at that, we're in a channel. But yeah, you get the idea. That's the direction we're heading in, and until further notice, that is the direction I think we'll continue to head in. So for me, trade today would be getting back above that daily open. That was set up for another move up to take the highs, because this happened on a news event, which was not a news event. It was just the minutes being released. But what happens when that happens? What happens when that happens? What happens when we get stuff like that is bots kick in, algos kick in. It's just a timed event, so it's just like, okay, what's the path of least resistance here? It's been grinding up all day, so what is it going to do? It's going to sweep the long positions and liquidate the over leveraged longs before continuing back to the upside. So similar to, I guess, what we did back here, you consolidate for a little while, and then what happens? You just continue going. And that for me is, yeah, what I'm expecting. So if we can get back above this, if we're looking at our volume sessions, clearing that Asia high, so the overnight high that we've got here, clearing that, coming probably back in to fill the imbalances, the inefficiencies that we have up here. Realistically, you're probably not gonna get much higher than like 16,900 before a pullback into that daily open. But when that happens, we're gonna have the VWAPs holding there. We're likely gonna have the daily point of control pushing its way up here if we can go higher as well. So that for me would be a trade to look for. Let's say if we can get into long positions here and then look to take them up a little bit higher. And the targets remain the same. So we are looking at the weekly, 17,080 as a take profit level. There's the monthly just above that, which I don't think is going to have too much of an impact, but I'm marking it there on my chart anyway. And then realistically looking up towards, like I say, 17,600 as the end of probably what I would consider to be, that is the trending move over, and that's when you can start to look once again for those swing short positions if and when we get there, because you'd have quite a nice like this kind of thing, and then you can look to take it all out after that once everyone starts to get bullish again. So yeah, that is Bitcoin in a nutshell. If we do start to lose the lows that we put in overnight, there are some small areas of support just below us. Okay, so we could still just drop down a little bit lower. There's a nice order block here, around about that's 16,700, and also if we just pull our fibs, you can see just coming in around about where we have this. Okay, so 16,700 to 16,750. You got a good zone of support down there. So let's say we reject, you'd like to see it hold within this zone here, and then once again start to push up, and that could give you like a bit of a maybe ABC D into that, and then we're seeing that movement higher afterwards. Ethereum, okay, Ethereum just is a similar situation. I think Ethereum's a little bit further on with its whole move. It had a decent push up, and again that hit the target that we really wanted to do. But what I would look for is to short any SFP off of these highs. So if we do hit that 618, if we do hit those fib extensions, then I could look to trade that back down, taking out these lows, and coming back in to fill some of this space that was left behind yesterday. I'm going to the S&P. And same situation. Okay, this is still what I'm looking for. I am looking for a move up to 4K. So 4,000 on the S&P. It's a nice looking like rounded rounded bottom on this, and I do think that a move up to test that 618, to test that macro trend line once again, is the preferable situation for myself. So there's a bunch of stuff going on here. You got the diamond pattern at the bottom. You've built the divergences down there. It's rounding off nicely, and to see a move up would make sense for me. That's the same thing, right? It's just the S&P normal. The ES is the same. And the DXY, again, not doing anything. Still within that range. And the pathway for myself would be one more spike down towards those lows to 102.5 before we get a decent rally back up towards about 110 on the dollar. So if we do get that push up from the S&P alongside the move down from the DXY, then you can start to trade it back down as the dollar rallies, and we'll see where things go from there. In general, I think things are looking fairly strong across the market. Not strong. They're looking fairly stable across the markets at the moment, and I do, like I say, I keep saying I do favour a little bit more upside just to start to get people feeling bullish again. Just to probably cool down some of the negative funding that we've got across the board. Like, everything at the moment is being shorted quite a lot. So if you're looking at the altcoins, there's a lot of negative funding just floating around the place, which would suggest to me that if you are holding short positions, you want to be in and out of them fairly quickly. And still favouring those longs until funding switches back to favour those short positions ultimately, which will probably happen in like I say, if we start getting a decent move up. A few altcoin trades that I've taken. So this was the near trade, and I took this trade at $1.60, and basically the invalidation was if price could get through $1.65. We had that little SFP off at the top there. If you'd have had a hard stop loss at that point, then unfortunate, but that's why, like, for my own personal risk management preferences, I do prefer to keep a soft stop. And realistically, okay, the market structure here is still bullish, so to get into a more aggressive short on this, you would need to wait for that, like, these lows down here to get taken, and then you could look to short it again back up at that $1.60 to take things back down. And then what do you have? You have the whole head and shoulders thing that starts to play out on those highs. So I'm holding this trade because it was a very small position. It was just something that we covered in the trading room, and I want it to be testing the waters of the altcoin market once again. It's had a decent move down initially, a good opportunity to take profit, but I mean, it's clearly quite overextended here. So the reward is there if you can hold on before invalidation and just see if it can take price down to that lower targets that we do have on this. With Sol as well, it's a similar situation. Okay, I did catch Sol the shorts on here, so it was at $13.62.5 was where I had they were limit orders that were placed there, and that was the start of some just limit orders with having a clear invalidation, because we did actually change that market structure at this point. We then induced some more long positions before getting a drop, and now we're just consolidating again. So honestly, not expecting the full extent of this move, but I am long elsewhere in the market, so I did want a little bit of short exposure, and where better to look for short exposure than the alts that have been pumping maybe unsustainably over the past few days. So where I do have some long exposure as well as EGLD. So I got into a long position that's now been averaged into. So realistically, I'm around about $33.50 on the long, and I'm just looking for a move up to the top of the range here. And on Doge, it is more of a case of, I think Doge looks quite good, so I have bought some spot, and I am looking for, again, a push higher on this. So overall, continuing on with a bias for longs, but being very aware that shorts are certainly out there. It is a market that you can trade in both directions. Bitcoin, relatively stable, so altcoins are moving at their own merit, and that does present us with some pretty good opportunities. The other thing as well, if you want like a swing trade, position trade to be looking at, I know I've spoken about it a lot, but QNT probably looking like one of the best charts in the whole crypto market at the moment. holding point of control, holding your golden pocket, holding a higher low once again here after having a really, really good rally towards the end of last year. It's had a good pullback from that. So we have had a correction of, where are we? Over 50%. Okay, and it's not out of the question to get a good 100-200% rally from this. We've seen it, like, it has been the best performing asset across the entire bear market, and there's no reason yet to suggest that that is going to change. So once again, this has been an area where I have been getting back into spot positions on QNT, the stuff that I had sold above $200. Now as we come back down to $100, this is where I'm starting to load back in, with the anticipation that you've gone to 200, you go to 100, we're probably going to go up to 300, that kind of thing. Like, of course, if we do start to lose $100 on this, that is a decent floor that we've got here. If that gets lost, then ultimately you're looking at returns back to the lows again of this one. But yeah, altcoins just very much chill, just gradually accumulating. I think there's no rush to get into anything. I think there's no need to get into anything right now. It's just it's a new year, new opportunities are there. But when you look, zoom out, all right, there's so much time and so much space, both above us and below us, to get back into better trades. So small trades, low time frames, they're the things that you really want to be paying attention to at the moment. And if you're going to go for long swings, just be aware that chances are funding is going to eat you up at some point in one direction or another. So if you are going for those bigger position swing trades, then spot is probably where you want to be looking, because we're not going to get massive moves for a while. So that's my that's my general thoughts. So thank you, everyone. I probably will wrap it up here. Like I say, we will resume to more streaming and such very soon. But for now, I hope you have a great day. Please do leave any comments below if you have any questions. Please do like the video. If you have not already subscribed, then please do subscribe. It would be massively helpful to have your support. And I'll leave it at that. Nothing else further to say. So have a great day, everyone. Cheers. Bye.